When I first started training, I thought that resting 30 seconds between each set would overload the muscle, would make the workout more intense, and that would mean more muscle growth. Unfortunately, I was wrong. It was a big mistake to make. And although I still made progress, I still experienced those beginner muscle gains you first get when you start in the gym. I did experience those. However, my progress quickly stalled, only resting 30 seconds between each set. And I know a lot of you guys are making that mistake as well. The problem I ran into is that I was lean, I looked good, I built a few pounds of muscle which I was proud of, I looked good in the mirror for my age. However, I couldn't seem to get much stronger. I felt like I was still lifting the same weights I was a year ago, and I just wasn't making any progress in terms of how strong I was, and I was never naturally a strong kid anyway. If you are interested in building more muscle, what the breakthrough moment was for me is when I suddenly changed my rest from 30 seconds to 3 whole minutes between each set. Resting, getting a full recovery. For example, if we're doing the bench press, if you go to the bar, do your 10 reps of bench press, you go really hard, you work as hard as you can, you do well, you get your 10 reps, but then you only rest 30 seconds, you're not going to get another 10 reps. So you're basically getting one really good set, and then the other sets that follow that are not really very good. If you rest a full 3 minutes, that means you get a full recovery. It means you're starting from scratch basically every single set. So if I did 4 sets of bench press, I'm going to get 4 incredible sets for building muscle. I'm going to get that full recovery. I'm going to work the muscle as much as I possibly can throughout those 4 sets. So just because I recommend you guys rest 3 minutes between each set and see how much more progress you make, how much stronger you get, does that mean short rest times have no place? The answer is no. If you guys have been resting 3 minutes between each set for the last 6 months, 9 months, then change it up. Do 6 weeks of training with 30 seconds, 45 seconds rest, and you'll notice how your body adapts because it's new. Then spend the next 6 months with your 3 minutes between each set again, and then have another 6 weeks. So you can change things up, but the majority of your training, if you want to build muscle, should be between 2 and 3 minutes resting in between sets. If you're only resting 30 seconds between sets, that builds endurance. If you want to build endurance, don't lift weights. It's just bad programming. Go for a run, go and do some cardio, go and do some sprints. That's how you build endurance. It's also not going to help you burn more body fat. Just because your workout is more intense doesn't mean you're burning more body fat. In fact, I would argue the opposite. If you're resting a full 3 minutes, that means you can go harder each time. It also means your muscles will get bigger, and a bigger muscle over time requires more calories, requires more nutrients to feed that muscle than a smaller muscle. I would actually argue that you burn more calories by resting longer than you would if you rested 30 seconds. The video on screen right now is interesting because I think it's really going to help you guys out. If you guys are struggling to build your shoulders, or you want to see more progress in your shoulders, you think you could build more muscle in that area. The shoulders are one of the most powerful muscles. It's the thing that you see in your shirts, it's the things that pop out, it's a sign of strength. If you're struggling to build your shoulders, go over and watch that video.